I had a conversation the other day because we were, obviously we were addressing, the word that shall not be spoken. I said, what's the Asian equivalent? There isn't one. What's the Arab equivalent? There isn't one. What's the white person equivalent? There isn't one. What's the black woman equivalent? There isn't one. That name is specifically for us. It still doesn't even include our women.
Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's okay. It's okay. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. I ain't never really wanna flex my gifts, but I think it's my time. Let me check my wrist. You can never dim my shine. I'ma keep on grinding till I reach the top.
But look, guys, I was, it's Friday. Happy Friday. Started a little bit heavier than I would have liked to. I was hoping not to get that deep into that, I guess. I don't know. Whenever we talk about our condition and things that are happening to us in this country, it always ends up kind of ending up this way, unfortunately. I think, again, we can't stand. We have allowed these, shout out to Houthi, arch enemies. We've allowed them to operate the way that they have for such a long time. We are unaware of our civil rights, and we have allowed them to kick our front doors in and come busting in and doing stuff to us for such a long time. Our lovely ladies have used them for such a long time that things are out of hand. That they're way, way, way out of hand. We can't keep up with how much of these things are happening, man. And the idea that a police officer can't recognize an 11-year-old child before he starts, letting lead fly is a shame. And it's hard because, again, he wouldn't have been there in the first place if it wasn't for the fact that, his mother tried to get, her hubby, or not hubby, sorry, her baby daddy, one of her baby daddies set up. Isn't it crazy? Like when you really say it, right, Gerald? Like when I keep saying it, because it's like, damn, you're right. We are right between a rock and a hard place.
Fighting a war on two fronts, a rock and a hard place. What are you gonna do?
It's the truth, man. It's hard, and it's like we can't even get to argue. It's like, okay, you shouldn't have done that to that child, but then you ask the second question is like, how did you get there? Why were you there in the first place? And you can't get around it.
This is an unfair situation. Like, give me some unfair women. Like, bro, not only do we have to fight the most powerful entity of government and supremacy known to humankind, but we got to fight our own women too at the same time who working with this entity.
Yeah, 100%. I had a conversation the other day because we were, obviously we were addressing, the word that shall not be spoken. I said, what's the Asian equivalent? There isn't one. What's the Arab equivalent? There isn't one. What's the white person equivalent? There isn't one. What's the black woman equivalent? There isn't one. That name is specifically for us. It still doesn't even include our women. The women.
Bro.
Mr. Allen, go ahead, sir.
Bro, you're absolutely right. But if you look at every culture in history, every nationality, they all have a word they all have their own variation of the word bitch. I swear to God. I swear to God, man. They all have it, man.
Oh, that's great.
It doesn't matter where you go.
I was like,
Put down. They all have it. Like, this is not like some rare fucking thing we're dealing with. No, nah, bro, no. Each culture has its own variation for that word, bitch.
but not ours. And that's what I was getting at. But that was funny, Mr. Allen, but that was not exactly what I meant. But I appreciate that because
They were all treacherous.
yes,
some
sir,
degree.
they are. But what I was simply saying is that word is specifically designed for us and us only. There's no other group that has that word. It's us. Like we're the only. Our women aren't even included in that group.
Most importantly, engineered here. Ain't no damn Latin. Ain't no none of that. No, that's word design's origin for us.
Yeah. And so, so when we talk about them being separate, like they are separate, they are not. There's a lot of different ways, but that's just another example of how they are separate. They're not us. When she called the police, she intended for her baby daddy to get got, whether that meant she got him snatched up out of there, whether he caught a charge, whether it was, he got his whatever revoked, maybe he was riding dirty and he got caught that way. It was designed to get him up out of there. And she had the son call to get him got. That's like her handing him the pistol. That's like her handing the 8-year-old kid, 11-year-old kid the pistol and saying, here, go ahead and handle that. That's what that was like. And that's and Issa, and shout out to Hootsie. What we have, sir, is a dilemma. This is a dilemma. We are in a dilemma. Black folks, we have a dilemma, and that's what that is. So, as we suss this stuff out, we're going to start to put some language together. It's a little bit that because I think that there are some parts of this that I think maybe even we don't even understand how bad it is, right? Even though we are aware, I think we really don't really understand. Black in the Day said this one is cutting deep. I know, man. This one was a rough one. This one was rough because that's what it was. It was proxy violence, and that's what they were doing. But also code, right? We have to set a new code, and we have to start to disseminate code, right? The Nation of Islam has a code, right? The small hat community has a code. Some of these other people have a code. The dominant society or the arch enemy has a code, right? How they talk about each other in the news, they have a code, right? Everybody has a code. And so I think ours is busted and we need to rewrite it and disseminate it, I think. And I'm not sure exactly what that looks like, guys. I don't know what that looks like, but I'm happy to start building on it, right? No, not talking badly about another black man in public, whether he did something wrong or not. What do you think of so-and-so? I don't know. Ask him. What do you think about what he did? I don't know. What did he do? I don't know. I don't really have no comment. What do you think of so-and-so? Well, we typically don't agree on a handful of things. Some things we do agree on, but I don't really have a comment. Right? Like that's how we need to start answering stuff. We can't be given sound bites and given air to these narratives that continue because they're using our words to hang us. They're using our words against us. They got Shaq out there, Charles Barkley out there, Shannon Sharp out there, Stephen A. Smith out there, right? Obama out there, right? Saying, oh, black men need to get it together. They need to do da 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 da. Okay, boom. Now all the white people use that sound bite. Black men need to get it together. See? Your own people said it. Like that's how powerful that stuff is. Yeah. Yeah, salute to him, man. He's forgotten more than most people will ever know. Sharp dude, and like I said, we always we debrief and like he be sending me, yo, check this book out. Yo, look at this what you call it right here. Always, man. Isn't it crazy how many the chat? Because God, I just didn't think about it. Herschel Walker. But see, the thing of it is, all of them because they promote what they say. Those are the ones they promote. We know them because those are the ones they promote that are promoting the trash, that are giving this white. They're the left hand. It's like the B-dubs and these people right here. Anton Daniels, damn, Ben Carson, Sheriff Clark,
they was making a list. They checking it twice. They looking to see who naughty and nice.
Anthony, Larry Elder, Anthony Owen, Jesse Lee Peterson. Damn. But yeah, we definitely get to get on code. Again, I just want us to really, I want us to be what we are. I want us to really be what we are. We're not what they keep telling us that we are. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Most importantly, what I want to win, because I truly believe that we are better.
Yeah, yeah, I believe so. I really do. In my heart of hearts, in my gut, we've been lied to. It's a lot of this like kind of self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's like, who's self-fulfilling prophecy? Our self-fulfilling prophecy? Who's self-fulfilling prophecy? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Why are we becoming millionaires and then still rocking up kilos of that stuff? Why are we doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like when we know you're not going to get away with it. You're going to get caught. They'll scoop you up whenever they're ready to. Why do we keep doing that? But we keep doing it. Dr. Umar. So anyways, look, I just wanted to go on ahead and put that out there. Shannon Sharp shouldn't have been surprised about Skip Bailey when they were feuding about Tom Brady being the greatest. Oh, he got his card pulled and he's still out there tap dancing. Shannon Sharp, I lost a lot of respect for him, man.
He went off. He imploded when it happened.
Yeah, he did. I've lost a lot of respect. I was excited. I was happy for him because of I was like excited because of what he said about Brett Favre. I was like, finally somebody actually saying something, and then he like followed that up with like some other, cooning and apologies and all sorts of stuff. And I was like, man, and I don't even like that word cooning, but he's a traitor. He's a traitor. He's a traitor. I think Shannon Sharp, I think he went in on I think what happened was Kwame Brown made a statement about LeBron, and I think again, this is a bunch of rich black men talking smack about each other. Meanwhile, the rest of us down here are dealing with race warriors kicking our front doors in, shooting our children. So that's
a whole different bracket.
Yeah. So to them it's a game, but to us it's real.
Yeah.
So
I'm a